Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's a 2-hour safe haven for your questions and spirit's answers, and you can transform your life. Right now on WWNN in South Florida, Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium who can assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. For the next 2 hours, listen and call in toll-free, 888-565-1470, 888-565-1470, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and share love and light.
Oh, yes, indeed. There's a light right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. And we're answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And what questions, you might ask? The questions about life. What do I do next? What's the next right move for my career? Perhaps how do I navigate an experience with a family member? We know families can be a little special at times. Or when is that love coming? That sense of someday he'll come along, but when, Sarah Spiritual? Yes, you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and that's me, Sarah Spiritual, answering your questions all across this nation. And for my friends on Facebook, leave your questions in the feed. And on YouTube, be sure to put your questions in the feed. We will be answering those questions tonight as well as we do every Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m., and we're so glad to be here with all of you. It is our 640th live show. I love counting these shows because we have had so many live experiences together for the past 13 years plus. It's a good way to go. So we're connecting and we're kind of saving some moments tonight. So I pose this question. If you could put a moment in your life in a bottle and cherish it, treasure and cherish this moment, what would it be? And how would it feel to have that moment together within you? You know that song, If I Could Save Time in a Bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is save every day that till eternity passes away just to spend them with you. It's that feeling, right? That captured moment that we have locked away in our hearts. We all carry that energy with us. What's your favorite moment with your grandparents? What's your favorite moment with your mom or your dad? Or maybe some great accomplishment you had in junior high that made you feel like you were so on your game and so spectacular. These are the moments that make the difference, especially when we're navigating some tough times. And those moments in our family life, they help us through those times. They give us the guidance and the connection. They even connect us to our loved ones on the other side. It's that special connection knowing that they know that we are okay and that they can let us know that they see us, they feel us, they're connected at all times. So we are navigating these experiences and keeping those moments in the bottle. So give thought as to what moments you want to capture in a bottle. I was sharing this moment with one of my clients earlier today. We were talking and we're having this really high-tech, high-financial, tough conversation, and we were dealing with life and the challenges that are in the financial world, and we were talking about these things, and we were talking about memories and memories of our parents and those connections. And in this connection, we were talking about cherished moments. These are precious, treasured moments that we are holding in our energy. This energy is something that we carry with us for all our days. And I share with my client, I remember moments, as we all do. And so it's important to take them and feel them in your heart, because that keeps everyone close to us. One of my favorite moments with my dad, who has been passed for quite a long time, and it's a very simple and almost kind of weird moment for most people. They'd be like, that's what you remember? But I remember the night my father brought home a little kitten. He is a manager of a country club in Westchester, New York, in Purchase, New York, actually. And someone left a kitten there. And he took the kitten and he brought it home. And I was so excited to see this kitten. It was beautiful, Angora Calico Persian, the most original markings I've ever seen. And because it was the day before my birthday, well, I thought, wow, this is for me. It's destiny. But we didn't have any kitty litter. So it wasn't quite dark yet. And so my father's like, well, let's go get some dirt. And we walked out and we dug some dirt up and we put it in a little shoebox and we brought it to the little kitten. And right away, this little female cat went right in the dirt. And my father and I had just been digging for just a couple of minutes to fill the shoebox. It wasn't anything spectacular, but it was a moment that I remember. And it was something powerful for me. We shared that, and I really felt that that kitten came to me. And that cat went on to live for about 19 years. And that cat went with me everywhere on my bicycle and the bicycle basket. Those are the memories that we share. And it always was a topic of conversation, the things that I would do with that cat. I would take her everywhere. And then there were always the times the cat decided she was going to jump off the second floor of the deck just because she wanted to go look at the trees and chase a squirrel. So those were always fun memories. Then there's those memories we have with our grandparents. The first time maybe you stayed over grandma's house and she made cookies. These are the moments that bring them close to us. These are the moments that let us know that life has meaning and every moment can be special. I truly believe that when we look back in time and we choose those memories that are precious for us, then we connect on such a true level of sincerity and authenticity. It really transcends all the other moments that maybe give us some difficulty. Those wonderful, fond memories can see you through everything. And also remember that your loved ones on the other side, they are with you through those memories in your remembering. I often think they remind us of those memories to keep their memory of us and them together alive. It is this powerful, powerful time. So open up your heart and look at the memories that have meant something to you, the people who have crossed your path. Maybe it was a teacher. Maybe it was a coach. People who helped you believe in yourself and create memories that sustain your power and drive in this world today. We want to remember those people because they assist us. Well, tonight we are very grateful for those of you who are joining us, and we want to acknowledge you and answer your calls. And I'm going to say to you this: pick up the phone, call a friend, tell your friend, call in tonight, 888-565-1470, because I would love to talk to as many people as possible tonight. And not only do I want to answer your questions and get the guidance from the divine and give you that knowledge and wisdom, I would love to connect and hear your story, your moment, your snippet in time, that if you could save time in a bottle, what moment would it be? And what would the first thing you'd like to do be? So we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're answering your questions. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470. Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? I am Sarah Spiritual, and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, right here on WWNN. And we're going to go to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And if you're driving down the highway, cruising, and you want to pick up the phone and join us, hands-free, just pick it up, make a call, because we're connecting with all of you. We are going to go to the phone lines, and we've got a call from Miami. And I've got Isabel on the line. Isabel, how are you tonight?
Hi, how are you, Sarah?
I'm doing well. Good to connect with you, Isabel. And, you know, I'm looking at where you are in the journey and the juncture of life. And, you know, this is an important time for you. This is a time where you've learned to get out of the box, trying to break some routines here in your life. And I also feel like we want to kind of expand and connect with some new people, kind of make a different path for ourselves. Does this make any sense to you?
Yes, I met someone and I want you to check, please.
Yes, absolutely. And this is going to be a vital part of getting out of the box and meeting new people and breaking your routine. What is their birthday?
So December 14, 88. His birthday.
Yes, got it. So, you know, the first thing that I see here with him, and I look at this energy really closely, is that he's really working on building himself right now, building himself financially, even for work. I see promotion, advancement for him. Very proud person, very strong-willed. I'm also seeing somebody who is very friendly and makes you feel comforted. Is that true?
Correct, yes.
Yes. And I feel like there's a common bond between the two of you, almost as if you know each other. It's kind of like my song, Do You Know Me? Do I Know You?
Exactly.
Right? It's that feeling. And it's that energy of, there's another song, it's like, some enchanted evening, you will meet a stranger. It's like the two of you joined and like, oh my God, we felt this energy. We felt this joy. We felt this connection. And he helps you make you feel safe. He feels safe with you. I feel like it's a good relationship. I also know that you have concerns. You look at the relationship and you're worried. You're worried that maybe other things will get in the way. I see there's some differences between the two of you, but it's a good blend. And he is taking you seriously, and he's interested in getting to know you better. And when I fast forward you coming out of the summer, and I take you in the month of September, this is when you kind of know what the vibe is. I feel like the two of you have had very strong, important conversations. Is that true?
Correct, yes.
Yes.
I wanted to know if we're going to have kids together.
Well, I do know that the two of you are very serious about what you want to do, and that is going to be a personal choice. It's up to you. I do know that there's energy of children above you, but I don't know if the timing's going to be right. So that's something the two of you have to choose to do and move yourself forward in that direction. Because my guides tell me the biological clock is ticking on your end. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
wanted to know if it's him or if somebody else, not to waste my time.
I understand that, but you really have a connection. And I want to say this to you, and I want everyone listening to really pay attention. Everyone comes in our life for a reason. And it's never the waste of time that we choose to interpret it as when things don't happen the way we plan. Everyone is in the path as a opportunity for us to grow, expand our consciousness, and our ability to love. And he's a bit of a dreamer, and he has a romantic side to him. And I feel like he's really ready to have a connection for a relationship that will lead to having a child. So he's not just talking. Now, the two of you have known each other for not a long time. So the guides make me feel, again, let's take it through the summer, take you through September. And then in that time in September, you decide if it's really the relationship that feels comfortable for both of you. You're still getting to know each other, yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, 4 months.
4 months. Honey, that's not enough time, okay?
And do you see in the career anything for me?
Well, I do. I see you getting out of the box, breaking your routine, and changing the path for yourself so that you can have a more abundant life. And I feel like we're going to change routine for work as well. So this is all a powerful year, and it really gets started. Belated happy birthday. I know your birthday was in the beginning of the month.
Yes,
but
thank you. Happy belated.
Yes, thank you. So take that path, move yourself forward, and just know that by the time you come to June of 2023, you're in a different way of life, and things are falling in place for you so that you can have the choosings that you desire. All right, my dear, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much, and beautiful singing, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Bye for now.
Bye, Sarah. Bye-bye. Thank you.
888-565-1470. We're connecting. We're giving you answers to life's questions. And we've got to go from Miami. I got to head out to Chicago. Chicago, it's a heck of a town. And I got Jamila on the line. Jamila, how are you?
What's going on, Sarah? How are you?
I am good. I am talking to you, so of course I'm doing well. And I am really feeling this energy for you. And wow, I get this up and away kind of feeling for you. I get this feeling of, I have a couple of songs flying in my head, but the first one they give me is, I am woman, hear me roaring, numbers too big to ignore. There's this powerful energy, and you're not taking any, what, right? You're really kind of taking the world by storm, and you're like, you out, you in, I'll take this I don't want. You're not my friend anymore, we are done. And you're really cleaning house, you're putting yourself first. I really see this powerful energy of you really stepping into your own love of self, and also manifesting love of love-ship partnership that sustains the test of time. This is the time where you draw the line. I've got to go back. I need to go back. 2018, 2019. These were times of shifts, changes. You're like, whoa, what is happening? And I think at that time you thought you were going to lose your mind, because everywhere you turned, the doors were closing, and all of the expectations that you had in 18 and 19, they weren't happening. And then, of course, we all went through the little 2020. And that gave you a bit of a respite. It let you take a step back and kind of clean house. So I don't know who we cleared away, but you're still in the cleaning process. But in this time of 2020, whoever fell by the wayside, we need to leave them there. I also see this energy of your promotion and advancement, but it feels like a company or an idea or a business. Tell me you're brainstorming on something. You are. Yes. Yes, and I see it, and I feel it.
You hear the Chicago sirens in the background.
I love the Chicago sirens. I was just talking to someone about going to Chicago for the 4th of July. One of my clients is going, and it's like, oh, Old Navy Pier. I love it there. I love that energy.
I love the city of Chicago. I am born and raised. I'm thoroughbred Southside.
Yeah. And
the city is beautiful in its own way. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Just like any other city.
Absolutely. But I don't want to be there with you in the winter. I don't like anybody that much in Chicago to visit them in the dead cold. So, Jamila, what is your question? There's a lot of positive flow. It's a powerful time for you. What is your question?
I was thinking back to your comment about a moment in time with our ancestors and someone that has passed over. And I really wanted to see if you could connect to my aunt on the other side. You have a couple of times, but I wanted to stay focused on the topic. And I just remember her always
taking care of everything. Yes, taking care of you. Yes.
Like anything that had to do with the dress, like my homecoming, she found the dress. My mom did my hair. My prom, she paid for the dress. My mom did my hair, my lunch, and she found a purse to match the same fabric as my dress
But
in a whole nother store.
But hold on, your
And,
aunt's...
now...
Hold on.
Yes.
Your aunt makes me feel
Yes.
like she made you like Cinderella. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Yes. She made you like Cinderella because I hear bibbity bobbity boop, right? I hear this energy, right? Impossible things
Yes.
are happening every day when your aunt is there, all right? And there's this energy, and she made this princess energy around you for all of your occasions. And she always, even if it wasn't a special occasion, she made you feel as if you were powerful and you were beautiful no matter what. And it's interesting. Is there something with a cookie, a chocolate chip cookie or something? She's putting down a cookie
it's
for
crazy.
me.
I just bought oatmeal cookies like
Okay.
literally an hour ago.
Okay. And so she's putting down a cookie on the table. But did she ever bake cookies as well, please?
She cooked a lot.
Okay.
It just wasn't baking. She made a lot of pies with her thing, and she
Okay.
cooked all the time.
But it's so interesting. She put a cookie down in front of me, and I was like, okay, she's giving me a cookie. It was the first time a loved one gave me a cookie, but I'm like, I'll take a cookie. So here she is. She's with you in spirit. She must have been the one who prompted you to call. Very much
Yes.
with you. Jamila, I got to bring attention and awareness to something about a brother energy, please. She's talking about a brother energy.
Yeah, my brother.
Okay.
He's in California.
And she's got a concern
now.
about him right now. Things are not going the way he wants them to. Yes, is that true?
My brother is like it's sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Okay.
But he left the city of Chicago to do better in California,
Okay.
and he's doing better. But
Good.
it's always a struggle for him.
All right, so she wants me to let you know that she's aware. She's looking out after the brother.
Okay.
She makes me aware of the brother energy. It's the first word she gave me on my paper. I wrote brother.
Yeah,
So I have to
'cause I
bring
worry
that to you,
about it.
right? She knows you're good, but we got to look after him, right? So she
Yeah.
wants you to know she's got his back. She's got him covered.
Okay.
And things aren't going quite the way he wants, but I know he'll get himself there.
Yeah, he will. He's got it.
He's got a good
got
heart, your brother. He does. And
Yeah.
he really doesn't
But
deserve
yeah.
the experiences that occurred, but now he's just moving himself forward. And when I look at the energy, I'm also made aware of a reunion of some sort. Are we getting together with some family this summer? Because I see some family members gathering together. They're showing me a celebration.
Yeah, my birthday is coming up, so I always like to do something with my family.
Okay. I see a
Always.
celebration. So enjoy that celebration. Your aunt
Yes.
will be there. Jamila, powerful time for you. Enjoy it. Enjoy the 4th of July in Chicago. And I hope we've been of service to you tonight.
Thank you. You absolutely have been.
All right. Thank
I
you
really
so much.
appreciate you, Sarah.
All right. You're
How's it
welcome.
going?
God bless you. Bye for now. 888-565-1470. We're going to take another call, and we've got to go to Louisiana. I got Brooke in Louisiana. And Brooke, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing really good, Sarah. How are you?
Good. So I hear this thing in my head. The winds of change are upon you. You're making the strides and the changes. Even when something slows you down, you're going to keep moving, right? Ain't nothing going to break your stride. You're going to keep on moving. So I get this energy of we're moving you forward. We're taking you to the next level. They also tell me you're paying more attention to yourself, your body, your personality, your looks, everything. You're feeling like you really want to make 2023 a powerful year. And so even though I feel like 2022 started off a little rocky, not the way you wanted, you were a little fearful, they're putting you on path, and they're getting you tied into some good connections with people so that you could advance financially for your work. And I'm seeing, did you get a pet or something recently? Why are you laughing? You did?
Yes, me and my roommate think we got a pet.
All right. I see a pet. I'm like, oh my God, there's an animal there. So absolutely, you have applause from your guides, from your angels. They love the fact that you have that unconditional love around you, and you really needed that. You needed that camaraderie, that friendship. So, Brooke, before we answer any question, what moment do you want to share in time that you'd like to save? If you could put any moment in the bottle and to keep it forever, what's that moment?
The moment would probably be any time with my grandfather.
Okay.
it'll be 10 years since he has passed away. And just like anything that has to do with him, like the smell of his tobacco
Cologne, yep.
or him, he and I dancing and everything. Just those moments in time I want to keep.
Right. And Brooke, who is the month of August connected to birthday anniversary? Who's August, please?
I have no idea.
Okay. They're making me aware of August connected to you, birthday or anniversary. You may not be privy to everyone's passing anniversary, but they're making me aware of August. And when I look at this energy, I'm also made aware of you. Actually, have you been getting ready to move some things around in the house too? Because did you guys redecorate or move something around in your room? Because I see things being moved around.
We have been moving things around. We're getting ready to renew things and things new. So, yes.
Beautiful. Okay. It's a great time. And what is your question for us tonight?
Okay. So, lately I have been having this whole energy just been felt around me.
Yes.
The anniversary of my grandfather's birthday just happened, and I've been thinking so much about him. And I was just a little kid when he died, and I miss him so much. And I wish I could talk to him and just be aware and know what's going on and if everything is okay.
Okay. So, Brooke, the first thing that you need to know is that he hears you, he feels you, he connects with you, okay? And you're very intuitive. You've developed your intuition, so know that he's connecting with you. And I also feel like, Brooke, did he have a nickname for you, please? Because I don't feel like he called you just Brooke. I feel like there was a shorter name for you. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is how he knows you in terms of endearment. And I feel this energy of love that he shares with you. So don't be afraid to talk to him. Just talk. You feel the energy. You feel the awareness. You're also feeling the energy of your guides and your angels. And when your guides and your angels are there, it's really important for you to trust that everything's going to work out. I know that you're learning to believe in yourself, and you're also learning to believe in your connection. All right? Just know that he is with you and always hearing you and honoring you, even though you don't have a lot of memories with him. The memories you have, you can put them in a bottle and keep them in your heart, okay?
Okay.
All right?
Definitely.
Thank you so much for your call, Brooke. We appreciate you. All right? Bye for now.
So much, Sarah.
You're welcome. Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to visit our friends on Facebook, our friends on YouTube. Continue the conversation right here at 888-565-1470. Phone lines are open, and we are looking forward to talking to you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM. And we are talking to everyone across the nation. And we're saving moments in the time capsule, the bottle of our life. We want to take that moment and we want to hold it close to our heart. As the song says, if I could save time in a bottle, what would you like to save in your bottle? And we are connecting with everyone. We're going to pop into our friends on our Facebook feed and our YouTube feed and pop an answer or two to these questions that we've got live here. And we're going to also continue our conversation on the phone lines at 888-565-1470. If you get a busy signal, it's okay, because just keep hitting redial. We are going to answer your call. We'll see if we have anything on the Facebook feed here. We've got Iris. She's like, oh, how does Israel feel? You know, Iris and Israel, they've been having this back and forth connection, and sometimes he sends mixed messages. So Iris isn't always sure how Israel feels in this relationship. And I feel like there's a distance between them, and they don't always have this opportunity to connect in the personal way that they would like. But I do feel that change, Iris, is for you all, both for the better. And Israel is, you know, he's a little stubborn sometimes, and he's a little slow to come around. But I do feel that life is going to put your path on a much stronger, passionate level. We just have to be patient here. He's going through a lot of changes this year. These changes are going to change how he interprets his life, going to change his financial outlook, and make things a little easier for him in the long run. But he's got to go through this transitionary time. So let this work out for him. Stand there and be that support, and he will repeat his connection with you even stronger when you get to connect again. Thanks so much, Iris, for your connection and asking about Israel tonight. Who else do we have here on our Facebook and our YouTube feed? Brandy Bryant Johnson. Well, Brandy Bryant Johnson, we are so glad to have you here joining us. She's looking for guidance. She's like, I've been working on healing myself and strengthening my gifts. What's next for me? Well, the first thing I see here is you've been working on stilling your mind, a very important thing. In order to make the true connection, we have to kind of disconnect the personality and allow our mind to be still so the influence of the divine, the guides and the angels, can step within the energy of you and bring forth the information that you seek. And as you build and strengthen your guidance, my guides tell me there's some further modalities of healing that are going to be most beneficial for you. When I move you into this energy of your next birthday, that's a year from now, we see that you're well on the path of building a business, a connection, Brandy Bryant, to assist others on their path, further study in healing and development of stillness of the mind to form a straight, sure connection with your guides and your angels will be the best way to proceed moving forward. And always remember, call upon Archangel Michael. He is the angel who's here to protect you. Thanks so much, Brandy Bryant, for your Facebook question. We're going to go back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And we're going to go to Elizabeth. Elizabeth is in West Palm Beach, Florida. Elizabeth, how are you tonight?
Sarah.
Yes, how are you?
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you for everything you're doing for all of us. Because
You're welcome.
You are absolutely, the blessing for all of us. So thank you.
My pleasure, and you're most welcome, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, what moment would you love to put in a bottle and save? Like, what's a precious memory for you that you hold near and dear to your heart?
Oh, I think the most important moments are with nature. When I go to the ocean or forest and see the flowers, this is like, I can stay there forever.
And
The
you
most important
can
thing.
feel the love of the divine in those energy, yes?
Exactly. It's, sometimes it's hard to say. It's like this feeling you feel in your heart. It's very difficult to describe. I
Yes.
think everybody knows what I'm talking about. But
Yes, it's a sense of peace, tranquility, and oneness with something so huge and vast, and yet we're
Yeah.
still a part of it all. Elizabeth, what's your question for us tonight?
Okay, I don't know. Do you have any message for me? But I just wanted to ask why I've been attacked by this low energies. Is this from my maybe past lives, or this is something from this life? I just don't understand this.
Well, some of the conflict that you're going through with people, personalities, sometimes it's not quite the attack that we kind of feel because we take it so personally. Sometimes it's more their projection of what's dissatisfactory to them, and they need someone to point to blame, to focus their attention on so they don't have to look at themselves in the mirror. And so any attacks and difficulties we have spiritually with an individual is tied to two people hooking into each other's wounds. And there are wounds that are very deep within you that you've been working on healing. And a lot of the people who are wounded around you, they are just really looking for a target. And I'm sorry, but you seem like a perfectly good target to them. Now, when I look at the past life, there is a past life connection. There's always a soul learning through this experience. And it's not all built on a past life. It is the tying up of loose ends. Because Elizabeth, when I look at your energy here and I see where you are in the journey of life, I also know that, as far as lifetimes, you're winding down a lot of the lifetimes. You've been through many lifetimes. Many lifetimes have been filled with tragedy, difficulties, including this lifetime. And you've gone through things that are horrific that most people don't even understand. Is that true, Elizabeth?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
And when you ask who steps up for you on the other side, interestingly enough, I have a female energy standing above you, directly above you. And I say interestingly enough because, I feel like, wow, there's a sense of a act of gratitude and forgiveness that is being felt because I feel like we had to make peace with some things for our mother. Is that true, please?
Maybe. I mean, I always loved my mother, but she has a very difficult life. So.
Difficult life, and she was strong, right? So she has much gratitude for you, but there's also forgiveness that she has for the experiences that she's experienced with you and things that she experienced in her lifetime. And she's the one who stands straight up above you, like she's looking out for you, and she's got a branch of connections for you, and she's always trying to lead the way. Because I feel like through the difficulties that you all endured as a family, your mom was a strength. And sometimes she didn't always have the time to give all the nurturing that she could because she always had to move to the next level to keep everybody all right. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, very much.
Okay. And then she's also showing me, she's kind of funny, keeping things close to her. So she makes me feel she was in the time of scarcity and lack, yes? So she didn't have enough. And so she had to struggle to feed you and to cover everything. And she did her best, and she worked very hard for that. And she's releasing that sense of scarcity and lack because as she transitioned into the other side, she's aware that everything's plentiful and there's always enough. And it was that way of being at the time when she was growing up and when she was raising her children, that this was a difficult time. Now she understands that there's plenty of. So she sends you blessings of abundance. She sends you blessings of love. She sends you blessings of forgiveness and kindness and compassion. And she stands beside you as your role model, so to speak, of strength and courage. So she brings this down to you, and she wants you to know that you're not alone and that she's with you. Does this make sense to you, honey?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. She's with you, honey. All right, thank you so much for your call, Elizabeth. We greatly appreciate your following the show, and thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate that as well. Bye for now.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to go back to the phone lines, and I got to go to Connecticut. I've got Tammy on the line. Tammy, how are you tonight?
Good. How you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing well, Tammy. What moment in time do you want to save in a bottle and cherish it? What is that moment?
My moment is to write a letter to my loved ones, wishing they were here.
But what's your favorite memory of them?
Being with them, doing stuff with them, and everything.
Okay. Do you have one thing that pops up in your mind as like that moment for you, Tammy, that you think of?
It's, spending time with all of them and going places, having fun, like at the ocean or the beach.
Mm-hmm. And the holidays too, yes? Christmas?
Yes, all the holidays.
All the holidays. Mom was big on the holidays, please, Tammy?
Yeah, she's still
Mom. Yeah, Mom was big on the holidays, though, right? She's big on those holidays. That's her thing, right? Christmas is her thing?
Yeah.
Yes. And that was also important to your grandmother as well, because when I step up in the energy, mother's energy, grandmother's energy, there's a lineage of family gatherings and connectivity around the table as well.
Yeah,
it was always a feeding fest over there, right?
Oh, she had plenty of food.
Always making sure
forget it.
everyone was hungry and everyone was well fed, and they were good
great.
cooks too. And Mom, what is Mom's birthday, please?
Hers is February 28th. I believe it's 1933.
33. Mom having problems with, yes, I know, with her hip or something in her gait, in her walking, please? I'm seeing her hip, so keep an eye on that.
Okay.
Okay, something's off in her gait, so we want to watch her footing, right? Because her legs don't seem steady to me at this moment.
Right.
All right, so you want to keep an eye on Mom there. And she's looking forward to a summer party. Is there a summer party that we're planning?
Not that I know about.
Okay, she's looking forward to some kind of summer party, something coming. So keep an eye on that. Maybe Amanda's going to come back. Someone's going to come back, and we're going to have a little party. But I see a summer party coming. So we're going to look for that because I see that coming. Tammy, what's your question for us tonight?
All right, I have... do I have any messages from my loved ones on the other side?
Well, Grandma is stepping forward for you.
Okay.
She's stepping forward for you and letting you know that she's with you. She's the one who's making me aware of the big family dinner tables here around you. So she's stepping forward, letting you know that she's with you. She's with Mom. She's the one who made me aware of the hip. She's the one who took me to Mom's energy. She kind of pointed to your mom's energy and her hip. I also made aware of a man that stands to the left. Masculine father's side of the family there, please. Father passed. Yes, please.
Right.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so father's close to you as well. What is that? Okay. Interesting. So when I look at your father's energy, it makes me feel like he didn't like to play favorites, but he had favorites. Does that make sense to you, please?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So he's like, he's not going to say who's the favorite, but we know who the favorite was. That's kind of the energy that he gives me. But he didn't want anyone to know. So if you feel like you're the favorite, I'm getting the sense that you were. It's just, it was important for him to try to be as fair to everybody as possible.
Yes.
And he also makes me aware of this rift between two. So are you at odds with one of your family members, your siblings or something, please? Is there something going on with a brother, please?
Is it Jamie?
He doesn't give me the name. He's talking to me a brother, a riff with a brother. He's talking about a brother. So are we not on the same page with something being handled with a brother a male energy connected to the family, okay? This is what he makes me aware of.
Okay.
All right? So you might want to look into that, but you should know what that is, honey, because he's making me feel like it's something that passed. We didn't agree with how something was being handled, and everybody was at odds, particularly your brother. All right?
Okay, I think I know who it is.
Okay, all right. But he is with you, and your grandma's with you. I want to thank you, Tammy, for following us on the show. We greatly appreciate you. All right?
All right, I have a question.
We're getting ready to go to commercial, honey.
Okay.
So,
How
all
are
right.
things with Amanda going?
She is well. She is well.
All right, will she be coming back tomorrow or not?
I'm sorry, tomorrow you said?
Yeah.
Well, remember I was saying I see some kind of reunion or party or something. So I guess that's what everyone's hoping and seeing. So we're going to look to see if that happens, all right? I don't have a clear answer on that, but I'm made aware that there's a celebration or a party coming. So let's see how that plays out for you.
Okay.
All right? Thank you so much, honey.
All right, thank
Bye
you.
for now.
Have a nice night.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
888-565-1470. We're continuing to answer your questions right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. But if you're local to the South Florida area or visiting us here in sunny South Florida, be sure to stop by my center, the Expedito Enlightenment Center on West Palm Beach on Okeechobee Boulevard. You can learn more about my center and more about me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to join our friends on Facebook, we're going to join our friends on YouTube, and we'll be back on the phone lines to answer your questions and see what moment you want to save in the bottle that's so cherishable for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's a light that shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host.
When the day is through and you need someone to talk to, lay your head upon me and tell me everything. When your day is long and you've lost some battles and you're weary, you can turn to me, and I will be your safe haven in this crazy world that we live in. And we lose ourselves every day. You can turn to me and count on me to be there every step of the way. I'm your safe haven every day. when you're thinking I can hear you. I'm with you now, and every step of the way in this crazy world we live in. We lose ourselves every day. When you feel like you're lost and you don't know where you are, I will guide you to be in the safe haven with me. In this crazy world we live in every day, it's so easy to lose the way. So if you know in your heart I'm with you every step, you will find safe haven today. You will find safe haven today. Safe haven today. Raindrops upon my face.
Maybe you have no feeling at all. The symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. 754-222-6642.
Get ready to get engaged. No, not that engaged. This engaged. Coming this July, Oldies 95.3 and 96.9. This year, celebrate Independence Day with the new Oldies 95.3 and 96.9 and the Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation for the 4th of July celebration at Sunset Cove Amphitheater. Free family fun starting at 5:30 p.m. Live music with the Journey tribute band Odyssey Road. Kids Fun Zone. And the Oldies 95.3 and 96.9 fireworks show at 9 p.m. Don't miss the 4th of July celebration at Sunset Cove Amphitheater, 20405 Amphitheater Circle in Boca. More information at oldiesouthflorida.com.
Do you suffer from neuropathy? Maybe you do and you don't even know it. Do you have numbness, pain, burning, or tingling in your hands and feet? Muscle weakness, loss of balance, muscle twitching? Are you not sleeping? Does it feel like pins and needles in your hands and feet? Maybe you have no feeling at all. The symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. 754-222-6642.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions and to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in. 888-565-1470. 888-565-1470. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can share the love and light.
Yes, indeed, there's a light right here on WWNN, 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. And we're answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And we're going to go to North Carolina. I've got Ann on the line. Ann, how are you?
Hey, Sarah, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Good to connect with you, Ann. Ann, is this your first time calling?
No, but I haven't been able to talk to you in quite some time.
Well, good to have you back connecting with us, and thank you for remembering us. What moment in time would you like to save in a bottle and cherish?
I think it would be the times that I got to spend with my grandparents.
Mm-hmm. Those are always
They
the good
were
times,
everything.
right? They were everything. They gave you a lot of that love and connection, yes?
Yes.
Grandmother
very
especially, yes. Grandmother was very caring and nurturing, yes?
true. She was.
And she watched after you when your mom wasn't available, yes? She kind of took care of you. This is true?
Every chance she could, yes.
Yep, I see that energy. And holidays were big for her as well. Holidays were big for both of you and in the energy of the family, but you especially love those holidays with her.
That is so very, very true.
What is your question for us, please?
Well, there's a couple of things. First
Yes.
of all, right now I'm alone and I'm not working, and so I was wondering if you saw any shift in anything going on.
Yes.
But then also we're having a little situation here where my animals, especially in the evenings, if I leave them alone, they can't function. I can't even go in the other room without them panicking without me being there.
Wow, that's actually really interesting that they're going through that. It's almost like they, first of all, got very used to you being around, but I get the sense, this energy, that almost like the energy in the house, maybe we need to kind of clear the energy in the house. It's like they kind of feel things. Have you ever like saged your house or done anything to kind of clear up the energy?
No, not yet.
Okay, do that. Get some sage out the house, open the windows, and perhaps we need to see where they're picking up their anxiety from, so they may be picking it up from you, so you might need to be a little more calm. You're feeling nervous, concerned about what's coming down the road for you. Is this true?
That is true.
Yes. So they pick up our energy. So you speed of the leader, honey. So now you're going to have to do some deep breathing and also make them feel that, it's going to be okay, and reassure them and talk to your vet. Maybe there's something else you can do for them. Animals are very sensitive, and they're very much aware of what goes on in the energy. So you want to kind of clear the house and then see what the vet says you can do to help them stay a little bit more calm, and they're picking up on a lot of your energy. When I go to the energy, I want to look at your wrist there. Is there a bracelet that you have that's connected with someone special to you, please?
With my grandmother.
Yes, because they make me aware of like a bracelet connected to grandma, the motherly energy, that nurturing energy. So when I was making that connection earlier, I wanted to bring that forth, and we kind of went off on a different topic, and I just wanted to bring us back to that. Grandma's acknowledging that bracelet. She wants you to know that she's with you, and she's very much looking after you at this time. Now, let's talk about what comes for you next. So it's a year for you to kind of spread your wings, make some connections with some new people. Are we on the path to looking for work? Because I feel like work is going to come. We're going to kind of blend ourselves into some different areas, because you're the person who always gets things done. You're the person who's very strong in getting work ethic completed and everything's put together. So, Anne, when I look at that energy, it makes me feel that when we move you towards the end of the summer, things kind of come together for you as far as financially for work, all right? Now, when I look at the energy, whether it's a part-time job, something that you can do, they make me aware that something's coming. So be open to get that path opened and continue the search. Now, when it comes to love and partnership, here's the best part of this story. Happy birthday, belated happy birthday. I'm made aware it's birthday time. I'm seeing that energy around you of celebration and birth and another important year in our life, right? So when I look at the energy and you say you're alone, first of all, you're never alone. You've got your guides, your angels, you've got your pets. But I also see the energy in your field of someone coming to you that is a love partner. So I'm feeling love coming to you, something connected and helps you feel secure, loved, safe, partnership, companionship. This is the type of energy that I see. So this year opens up that portal of energy that flows into the love relationship energy. So I want you to be open and receptive to that. When I take my guides and we spin back, we have to first spin back. Oh my goodness, we have to spin back to 2009. Was this a time of change and difficulty for you at that time, please? 2009.
Yes, it absolutely was.
Okay, so they take me back, and then they spin me over to 2015. They say, okay, she was trying to get it together. But things still weren't moving the way you wanted. Then I take you to 2020. Oh, another interesting time. We're putting all that behind us, all right? And you're actually closing out a chapter of 2009 to now 2022. So that whole path of some roller coaster bumps in the path of Anne's life beginning to settle down. And I take you up to a higher level of feeling strong and feeling connected, and also feeling that life is more harmonic and fulfilled in all the ways that you felt life didn't bring to you in the earlier years. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So be open and receptive to that. You are not alone, and you be sure to wear your grandma's bracelet because that meant a lot for you to have that bracelet, all right?
Thank you. Thank you
welcome.
very much. And happy birthday to you, too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Ann. Thank you for following the show. We appreciate it. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're taking your calls right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, answering your questions on life. And I'm going to go to Diane. Diane is in Palm Beach Gardens. Diane, how are you tonight? Hi, Diane. Are you with us, Diane? All right. Maybe we don't have Diane at this moment. So let's go to Marie in Miami, and hopefully Diane will pop back on for us. Marie in Miami, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I am well. Good to connect with you. What moment in time do you want to save in your bottle?
I'm calling in regards of my financial situations and trying to see will I ever get a financial breakthrough.
You will, but hold on a minute. Let's go back. The show is Time in a Bottle. If I could save time in a bottle. So what moment would you save in a bottle? What's a precious moment that you remember that means a great deal for you? It's something from your childhood, your past, something that you treasure.
Just being in a situation where I didn't have much to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Life was a lot easier.
Life was easier than when we were little, right? Nothing was our problem. All right. Well, I can relate to that. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling to be young and free. But now, of course, I understand life has presented its series of complications for you. And financially, when I look back and I take you back to 2016, I feel like at that moment in time, you were going through a reset and you weren't able to really get things on the path that you wanted. And now we're looking at how are we going to make a better career move because financially where we are is not cutting it. That's true?
Yes.
Okay. Well, when I look at this, I'm also feeling an energy of learning and growth. Is there something you were thinking of studying, adding to your repertoire? Because I see some learning.
I was thinking about going back to school to get certified for anything, just to like make a little bit more money.
Right.
But yeah.
It's something that you want to consider. And I'm going to share it with you the way Spirit presents it to me. Spirit is making me aware of it's not just about the money, even though that's what you're focusing on. They want you to be aware that you have so much more value within you that people are not noticing because you don't have the right accreditations and you don't honor the value within you, and you're not speaking your truth and believing that you're worth more than where you are and what you're getting paid. So there's a belief barrier that you need to break. There's a learned behavior of not feeling good enough or worthy, even though you've pushed through everything. You're borderline Supergirl. But at the same time, you need to appreciate that you bring a lot to the table. And sometimes in the workplace, they require certain things to even consider you. So what could you do to add to your value that would be recognized in an area that would also interest you, stimulate your intellect, bring you to this passionate purpose that would make you feel like you are fulfilled? And then the money comes even more easily that way. So how do we bring the money more easily is the question. Okay. Ah, she's like, there's the question, Sarah. That's what I'm asking you. But I say it in a rhetorical manner because you've got to sit there and think, what would make me happy? What would make me feel fulfilled? What can I do that's going to add more to my value in a paycheck, but also more to the value of who I am in the marketplace, in the workplace, right? This is how we want to look at this journey that you're on. You're on a journey. And when I see it before you, I feel like there's this deep reset. And in this reset, when I take you into 2023, that's where I see great increase, like significant increase yearly. So I want you to write yourself a check. I want Marie from Miami to write her name in the check. I want you to sign the check from the universe.
I did that.
You good girl. You must have been following Sarah Spiritual for a while then.
Yeah.
And put it up on your mirror and let it happen.
Okay. Yeah, I did that, and I put it like in a sacred place.
Okay.
And yeah.
It'll come. It'll come. But you also
I
want
do a lot of manifesting, and I enjoy helping and learning from others. And where I'm at right now, I just wish I did a lot of. If I knew what I knew now,
right,
that I think I would have been in a better position in life. And I'm learning as I go day by day, but I just want to be in the more comfortable.
I understand, but life is a learning journey, right? I mean, it's all about the growth, all right? So if I knew what I knew now back then, oh my goodness, right? But there's one thing we have to learn. What comes first? The divine essence within. That's what comes first, right? There's that song, Day by Day, oh dear Lord, these things I pray. Right? So we want to feel that energy. We want to be in that flow of divinity. When you are in that flow, then the manifestation begins to pick up momentum. So the statement you make is, I am the woman who is commanding the energy around me. I am the magnet that attracts abundance from multiple streams. I am the expression of the divine in all that I do. Therefore, I always have opportunities presented to me, each one greater than the next, and I always know the perfect choice to make. We have to remind ourselves that we are in this flow. I am made aware of the certification. I am made aware of additional learning. This is why I brought that up for you a couple of minutes ago. It is important, it's paramount that you pick an arena, an area of study and advancement and focus on that and use that as your stepping stone. We want to help. We want to make a difference. We want to be the leader. We're the person we can count on to get stuff done. You're the go-to person. So how do we take all your skills and move them forward? This is the best way to look at yourself as all the pieces that are you and what the whole package is. And then where is it transferable in the marketplace? The expression of you. This is how we do it. All right?
Okay.
But it will be an increased year coming into this 2023 time. So I want you open and receptive for that.
But you don't see anything like in this year coming up, like.
Well, the 2023 is when you feel like finances are really good. So there's always a movement of from here to there. That's a transitionary period. So yes, when I look at the months of now, I feel like July, August. It's a little slow, all right? Life is, because you don't have your answers yet. But when I drop on October, my guides are like, yeah, October is a time of power. And what you do towards the end of this year, bringing you into 2023, that's why I'm saying it's a good career year, financial year for you. So the choices you make, that which you contemplate upon at this moment and meditate on, will be the realization of some actions that are taken in the end of this year into the next year of 2023.
And I feel like my significant other doesn't make it any better.
Well, my guides are like, please don't get us started, Marie. My guides are like, oh, we're not going there now.
He's stressing me out, and I don't know
He's got to find his way. You are cut of two different slices of bread, honey.
Yeah, like you said earlier, I'm like Superwoman. I'm managing so much, and it's stressing me out where I just don't know what to do.
But you
anymore.
don't have the freedom either.
At
Life
all.
is not free. We are in a glass bubble where you live. Right? Everyone's in your business.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
That's not working. So just focus on getting yourself going. And he will come in his due time. But we can't, honey, if you look backwards trying to see where he is, you're running into a wall. That's not a good idea. Build, focus, create. You will build momentum. If he's meant to take off on your magic carpet of success, he'll be there. Otherwise, he'll be hanging on a little thread. If he doesn't hold on tight, he's dropping. And lucky for him, he's near his mommy. So everything will be okay.
Yeah, he's like Peter Pan.
I know. That's why my guide said, we can't go there today. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But thank you so much, Marie, for calling. Greatly appreciate you. Good conversation for tonight. I'm sure you will come to the right conclusions for yourself. What can you study next? How can we grow as an individual and a professional? That's back on you. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Bye for now.
You too.
You're welcome. Bye. 888-565-1470. We've got some classes coming up at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, and for this moment, for a little bit longer, we're still available online only. But in the future, we know we'll be back live in person at our big, beautiful center in West Palm Beach, and we'll be sharing our classes online for those who are not local to us. But we've got 2 classes coming up, so we'll put them up in the feed here for everyone to see. We've got our fabulous class coming up about manifesting money and abundant living. You want the universe to show you the money? Well, join me July 12th at 7:30 p.m. The class is only $11. You register in advance at sarahspiritual.com, and then you pop the link that we send you, and you pop into the class on the 12th, and we love having you there. We're going to go over all the ways you can manifest abundant living, ways to attract money, ways to break lack and conditioned beliefs around money, which are pretty popular right now, and how to live joyfully and abundantly, even in these times of scarcity and lack. I love teaching money classes, and I've got some really cool tips for you, so visit us on my website, sarahspiritual.com, and join our money class on the 12th of July at 7:30. And then the following week, we have our fabulous class, Rituals to Enhance Everyday Life. What prayers should you say to start your day? Is it good to light a candle? A candle is a light unto the path. How can I make a vision board and create visionary tools to help me? What mantras can I use? What ways can I build a routine in my spiritual practices that will manifest outcomes of specificity? We love to specifically manifest things. Love, healing. We like to clear our energy. We're going to teach you how to do all of this, and that class is on July 21st, and it's only $13 as well. That class is online. You can learn more about that at sarahspiritual.com. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we've got calls all across the nation, and I would love to hear from you before this night ends. So pick up the phone. Let's go. 888-565-1470. I hear a phone call. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We met before. I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. We've got a feeling you'll want to listen to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. for insightful, intuitive messages. Sarah Spiritual is a spiritual advisor and transformational coach who will assist you. Join Sarah Spiritual for a powerful hour of life's questions and Spirit's answers. I've got a feeling you'll love Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, 6 to 7 p.m. Wednesday. Got the feeling? Just call 888-565-1470.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Back here live on WWNN, and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here at 888-565-1470. That's the number to call so that we can have a conversation. We are capturing time in a bottle, and the first thing that I'd like to do is thank all of you for following the show every Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. We've been live since 2009, and we're just hanging with all of you, just sharing life. And we've all been through so much together in these past years, a little more than maybe I think we bargained for, but we're all hanging in and we're all supporting each other. Know that each person's question is not just their question, it offers all of us guidance and teaching, and that each one of you who contributes with your questions on Facebook and YouTube, and even here on our phone lines at 888-565-1470, your questions are the reason why we come here every Wednesday night, because it's all about you, your questions, and what is important in your moment in life. And speaking of moments in life, I've got to go to West Palm Beach. I've got Evelyn on the phone lines here, and I'm thinking Evelyn's got some stuff going on. Miss Evelyn, how are you tonight?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Evelyn, is this your first time calling us?
Yes.
Welcome. How did you hear about the show?
My coworker and I were actually thinking about coming to your to come see you this next week or so.
Well, I would love to have you stop by the center and visit us, so we would love to have that. And we are going to see what we've got coming up for you here. The winds of change are upon you, and I feel like you're getting ready to wipe the slate clean. We want a new beginning, a fresh start. You're ready to make some changes, right? It's an important time in your life. I feel like you feel like this is the time. I've got to make decisions. I've got to make stuff happen. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Climbing up the level of advancement as well. And I see this energy of promotion, advancement. So we're taking some action to get ourselves promoted at this point, please?
Debating potential different career paths.
Yeah, I see it. It's whatever we've got to take or study to get ourselves there. This is the time. This is the year to make the decision. It's starting a whole new energy of flow for you. The next 5 years, kind of like a whirlwind. Good things flowing, things are coming to you, connections, community. It's a powerful time. What is your primary question for me, Evelyn?
I guess maybe relationship-wise.
Okay. Do you have a particular birthday in mind for me?
January 5th.
Now, here we have someone who's also trying to establish some balance and order in their life, please. And order is important to them, yes?
Yes, very
Right.
type A.
And their success and their advancement and how people perceive them. Very important, right? So they're really trying to project themselves out in the outward world. Are they going to study or take a test of some sort, please, coming up?
Not sure. I don't believe so.
Okay. What is this with finances that's going on around them, please? Are they doing something with their finances or making an investment or a move or trying to do something with finances at this time?
Potentially relocating.
Okay. I see finances, movement, change, but really about the money right now. How are we going to make the money flow for us? That's always very important. When I look at this relationship, the two of you come from two strong set mindsets. So you're very strong-willed, both of you, but we've learned to communicate, and there's a certain flow of understanding that happens between the two of you. And when I look at this relationship, it's like a level up. This is the year of leveling up. And if I look at the relationship to move forward to partnership, something stronger, more permanent, that is a 2023 time. Are these things that we've talked about in this relationship, please?
Thoughts, not discussions.
Okay. Well, thoughts turn into discussions. It all takes time. Sometimes he can be a little shut down, a little, runs a little hot and cold because he's got a lot going on in his mind. So sometimes I don't want you to take it personally because you can interpret things as it has to do with you. But he's really kind of in a driven state of what he has to do next. And while you set your path of what's most important for you for your career, this will let him have the space that he needs to make the decisions as to what comes next. He's in another state at this time? Where is he?
Maine.
He's in Maine. Okay. So it's a time for him to make that choice, right? That's a big jump from Maine to Florida, right?
He's kind of all over.
Okay.
Actually, this happens to be in Maine at this day.
Okay. All right. So however it plays out, there is a connection here. And we want to follow that connection, and authenticity and transparency is key, especially for you because you expect that from someone. So work on you, trust the experience. And I also want to make you aware that there's great love for you on the other side. Female energy on the grandmother's side of the energy. Great grandmother steps forward for me, connected to mom's side of the family. Your mother's mother passed, correct?
Yes.
Great grandma passed, all right? And who is that? Besides you, Evelyn, is there another E in the family, please? Who else is an E, please?
My mother's mother,
okay.
Evelyn.
Evelyn, there you go. Thank you. They're making me aware there's a connection to the letter E, so thank you for that validation. You're very well protected, and many people are with you, sending you much love. Thank you so much, Evelyn. I appreciate you for calling.
Thank you as well.
You're welcome. Bye for now. 888-565-1470. And go to Marie. Marie is in Lauderhill. Marie, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing well, Marie. Good to connect with you. This is a time for you to look at who you are and look at the choices that you want to make things easier for you. It is not about taking care of other people. You're very good at that, my dear. It is about taking care of you, all right?
Wow.
My guys are like, girl, let them figure it out for themselves. It is your time, okay? It is your time to shine. You have to put you first. And you're a little bit of a worrier, Miss Marie. I don't know why, but you got to slow down on the overthinking and worrying. You have to trust the universe has your back, and everyone else is going to figure out their lives on their own. Marie, what moment in time would you like to save in a bottle? They actually link it to a memory of a loved one who has passed. What is the moment that you'd love to share with us that is a moment you'd save in a bottle?
It's when I'm from the island.
Yes.
And I'm from the island. And I remember when I used to live in the city, my parents lived in the country. And, I just remember going home to visit them each month.
Right.
And the moment, I drive through the gate, they're there with open arms,
Right.
Just for me to get out the car and for them to hug me.
Yes.
And yeah, so happy to see me, and I always remember that. Always remember that, and I miss them for that.
Yes, absolutely. And also, your grandmother was also influential in the family as well, please?
I did know my grandparents from both sides.
From both sides. Grandmother on mother's side seems very influential, very matriarchal, very strong. And there was a line of trees near your house, outside the house, please, because they're showing me a line of trees.
Yeah, it used to be, yes.
Okay. Your parents' house, right? There was a line of trees, right? And you used to play around the trees when you were younger. Yes, that was a little sacred spot for you, around the trees. What is that? Hold on. All right. So they also make me aware that you get messages, your own messages. What are you calling me for, Marie? You got your own messages? Your guides talk to you. They talk to you in the sleep. They give you dreams. You have sense of things that are going to happen. You have to pay attention to when they give you those signals. And they want you to know that you're very well protected. There's a interesting, I don't know if I want to call it that. Okay, I'm going to call it a pocket watch. I see a watch. Is there a watch that you have of your dad's, please?
No.
Who has this watch?
I don't know.
There's an old-fashioned looking watch. Opens up. It almost looks like a locket, but it's a watch because I see the hands of time there. Okay. Give some thought. I'm going to leave that with you because he's showing me that, and I know he's not just referring to time. Okay. I know he's showing me something that was a belonging, something he carried in his pocket, opened up. There was time there. It looks very, very old, like it might have been his father's. All right, so this is the energy that I have. Your father worked very, very hard to provide so that everything would be handled. Yes, did you go to a boarding school of some kind, please?
No, I didn't.
Okay. When they sent you to the city, where were you learning somewhere? What is the energy of the city with you, please? Because I see school, learning. What is it that you were doing in the city?
Well, I got married and lived in the city, but then I attended schools in the city.
In the city, okay. But your parents lived in the country. So when you were away at school, so was it college that I'm seeing, not boarding school? What is that?
Not boarding school, like secretarial school.
Okay, I see that. Okay. So I see this energy of going to school. I see this learning. It's like he wanted to invest in you the best way he could. Does that make sense to you? And you were his pride, his joy, his apple of his eye. You're the person that he felt, all right?
Yeah, I was the last one. I was like the baby of the family.
Yes. And you had the best little circle of friends that you used to play with in your little imaginary mind, right? So you used to play a lot. And then who is the brother that's closest to you in age, please? They're showing me a brother. Who's the brother, please?
That must be the one in Canada.
Okay. So there's an energy. Perhaps we want to check on him, please, because they're showing me a brother. So we might want to check on him. I don't know.
Okay.
Reach out, make a connection if we haven't spoken in a while. Your family was very big on people staying in contact, holding the family values close. All right, my dear? All right. All right. I hope I've been of service to you and answered your questions.
Sarah, I have, I'm a very talented person, and do you see anything like, in the near future in terms of my talent, my passion that I should just go after or anything like that?
There's no time like the present right now for you. When I look at this energy and I see where you're at, it's like a clean slate. So if there's something on your list of things you want to express in your divine expression, now's the time. Now is the time in your journey.
Do you see like any soulmate in the future?
Love is something that comes, but it is not the focus of 2022.
Right.
You've been kind of shut down for a while. It's not the focus of 2022, Marie. It's something that brings us into the 2023, mid-2023 time to be exact. It's like being at the right place at the right time, connecting with someone, but you're not ready to notice them because you're still closed off, all right? For this moment, we are complete. I do have to pop off. I trust that I've been of service to you, Marie. All right.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're coming right back to the phone lines, and we're going to visit our friends on Facebook and YouTube. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, indeed. I'm back here live on WWNN, and we are answering your questions on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And I've got a really interesting question on Facebook. We've got so many questions on Facebook, but this one really caught my attention. Leanne Lockwood. And by the way, it's like 1:44 in the morning. She's like, I'm trying to stay up, Sarah Spiritual. So here we go, Leanne. Hello, why do I attract liars, abusers, unhealthy partners? Every single relationship I've had has been one of those. And spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, and she's done. You know, she's done being alone. She's done staying away, and she's done attracting that. So she says she loves herself. Well, you know, Leanne, there's a part of us that even though we know we love ourselves, and we are making choices to put ourselves first and we're recognizing unhealthy patterns, there's a little piece of you, Leanne Lockwood, that's trapped in the past. When they take me back to the ages of 7 and 8, when you were a little girl who didn't feel valued, loved, emotionally supported, felt alone and abandoned. That little girl is remaining as an orphan, as a fragmented part of you trapped in the past. And she's the person, her energy, her not feeling good enough, her emotionally unsupported and hoping she could convince someone who is not emotionally available and not able to show her love, kindness, compassion, and affection. She's hoping that if she sends out a signal and she convinces someone who's like that, cold and removed, that she will finally prove her worth. So yes, the grown woman that you are, aware of yourself, recognizing patterns, yes, indeed, you are sending out a signal. You are trying to choose better. But your little girl who's still trapped is really the magnet that pulls forth people that identify the brokenness that is within you, the separation of self. And they are coming to wreak havoc in your life because your little girl feels that that ultimately is what she deserves. So there's a work that I do, Leanne Lockwood, and you can visit my website under Sarah Spiritual Sessions and check out our soul integration. You and I can journey back, and we can, with the help of the 12 archangels, connect to your little girl and the fragmented pieces of the memories of the past and bring her to the future, so then you'll be able to attract a healthy relationship. Yes, you know you're worthy as an adult, but the little girl is still trying to prove she has value and she deserves love. I hope this gives you some guidance and understanding as to the reason why we're repeating these patterns. And no, Leanne, you don't have to be alone much longer. I actually look at the month of November opening up the energy of the flow of relationships and love. So please, my dear, don't give up on love, my dear. It's coming, but let's get you a little better prepared so we can up level and have the love of a lifetime. Thanks so much. We appreciate your very powerful Facebook question. We're going to go back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Chicago, and I've got Lisa. And Lisa, how are you?
I'm fine, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing well. So if you could save time in a bottle, what's the memory that you would love to save?
I can't think right now.
All right.
My parts of my childhood.
Okay. Moments from your childhood, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I look at the energy around you, my dear, I feel like this year, oof, you're kind of pushing, right? You're just trying to get things to come together, and I feel like it's a little bit of an uphill climb for you this year. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Yes,
all right.
indeed.
So I want you to look at this year as endings or beginnings. It's a new way to start this new opportunity for yourself for 2023. I feel like it's hard because we have to separate ourselves from things that aren't working. And we need to make some choices, some big choices. My guides are like, put on your big girl shoes because we're ready. We are ready for change. And you want to claim your power. I feel like relationship-wise, personal interactions with people have been strained. I feel like financially you're feeling like you're pulling and stretching as best as you can. And you're not feeling fulfilled at the end of the day. Does this make sense for you, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
What is the primary question for us tonight?
My fears. It's basically I wanted to ask about my fears, and you just touched base on a lot of them.
Yes.
What does the future hold for me? I want to move, or why do I fear moving? I want to advance at my job, my education, and what is my fears? It's like I can't fight my fears.
I understand. And this is the year, and here's the thing. If we don't make the change, change comes anyhow. Something's going to change. The leaves on the tree don't say, oh, heck, I better hold on. They're like, oh, it's fall. It's time for me to fall so new leaves can be birthed. Like, they know that it's time to let go and that the weather is going to wave them off of the trees. So you've got to just let go and surrender. Fear is false evidence appearing real. But it's also the little girl inside of Lisa, along the lines of what I was sharing with Leanne. Little Lisa, she feels like she always didn't measure up to someone in the family. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
I always thought I wasn't good enough.
Okay, so that comparing mind. So that fear, believe it or not, all these years later, is rising to the surface and it's afraid now. So your little girl is like, well, if we change, what happens if we fail? If we change, we won't know what to do. If we change, we will be in unfamiliar territory and we might not make the right choices. And change is scary. Let's stay here and stay stagnant and feel just blah.
All right.
Better to know what you're familiar with than what is unfamiliar. But when I say go to school, I say go to school. When I say to you, change is good and the move can make you grow, then you make that choice. You look and you say, this is where I would love to live. This is the energy that will make me feel secure, safe, fulfilled, and happy. And I am worthy of a divine partner to come. But if you don't change the environment and move one piece of the puzzle of life, life can't change. Pick something, Lisa, and pick one thing. If it's something that scares you tremendously, then pick the simple thing. But when you move one piece, everything shifts. It's so cool. And it's kind of like dominoes. If I move one, they're all going to start to come, right? Boom, 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 everything falls. But then it's all clear, and we get to start over again. Lisa, I hope you look at my website to Soul Integration and let me assist you in helping you understand your worth and helping you move the journey forward to build a new career for yourself and to further your connection with people, because you're meant to inspire people, because what you've been through your whole life has been something that required courage. So of course you're worthy.
That's so true.
Of course
That's
you can
so
do
true.
it.
But what steps should I take first? You saying take a
Simple step, right. Take a simple step for this moment. So look at school. Look at what you'd like to study, something that it makes you enthusiastic. And go to my website. Let's do some soul integration work, or at least a general session, and continue this conversation. For this moment, they're getting ready to wave me off air for this night. But I hope I've given you some insight, and you are worthy. And tell yourself, I am the woman who is powerful beyond measure, and I can do anything because I am worthy. Thank you so much, Lisa, for sharing time and space with us.
Thank you,
We
Sarah.
appreciate it. Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Well, everyone, here we are, 640 live shows right here with all of you. We're so glad to have spent tonight with you. I do hope you join me next Wednesday night for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on WWNN. You can visit us on Facebook, on YouTube. If you missed part of the show, go to Sarah Spiritual on Facebook or YouTube. Catch the whole show. Check out our other shows, some of my original songs. They're all up on our YouTube page. We love spending time with you. Remember, you are worthy, you are good enough, and if you could save time in a bottle, remember the memories that bring you joy. I know I will always save memories with all of you in my bottle, because each one of you has made a difference in my life, and I trust that I have paid it forward. Thanks so much. Bye for now. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answers your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m.